about Ghazwa-e-Hind and, of course, direct action, direct jihad to convert India into Islamic nation by 2047. In fact, sources now tell us that attempt has been made to honey trap one of the SIT members. A Pakistan-ISI connection has emerged in the Patna terror crackdown, and it seems that these people, after arrest, attempts were being made to rescue those arrested, and attempt was made to honey trap one of the SIT members. Foreign numbers were part of the WhatsApp groups. Remember, viewers, Pakistan and other anti-India elements involved. Let's go to Prakash Singh on that note from Patna. Prakash, this seems like a big development in the Fulwari Sharif investigation. Are there some people trying to rescue those arrested, and hence an attempt was made to honey trap the SIT member?
Well, these are all the confessions made by the accused who were arrested, and during the course of the investigation, they confessed all these things. And also, we get to know that one of the SIT members investigating the entire case of PFI as well as Ghazwa-e-Hind an attempt was made to honey trap the SIT member, but which was foiled by the police. And after investigation, it was found that the number belonged to the ISI member. Now, the important development is that, Abhishek, that as far as the Ghazwa-e-Hind case is concerned, which is pertaining to Margoob alias Danis alias Tahir, he says that from his mobile, more international numbers have been recovered, and a separate WhatsApp group called Markhor, which is apparently the national animal of Pakistan with the icon on the WhatsApp group, was created, and it had only those Pakistani numbers, and they were Pakistani spy associated with ISI ISI numbers in that WhatsApp group. Second, that the chats recovered pertaining to prepare people for jihad and to motivate people for lone wolf. Lone wolf is that sacrifice and connect people with the ideology. And there was a separate WhatsApp group called Al-Falahi WhatsApp group, and its headquarters is in a madarsa in Azamgarh in UP, which consists of people associated with madarsas on the Indo-Nepal border. And their main job was to watch the activities on the Indo-Nepal border. And yes, Bihar is also on the Indo-Nepal border, which shares a porous border.
Prakash.
And Tahir confessed that all the Muslim were...
Prakash, I have a question. You know, it seems, whatever you are telling, that this was clearly a Pak ISI operation. Those Indian citizens who are involved in this were only being used as pawns, and that Pakistani deep state was trying to create a civil war-like situation in the country.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Abhishek, now that the numbers that have been recovered so far from the WhatsApp chat group, whether be the Markhor or the Al-Falahi or Ghazwa-e-Hind chats, we have earlier we had earlier accessed that as far as the WhatsApp group is concerned, there were various numbers attached to it, and in messages of Tahir confessed that all Muslims of the world will rally behind Pakistan, and it will be, जहाँ तक ये WhatsApp group की बात है, अभिषेक, हमारे दोनों दर्शकों के लिए, अंग्रेज़ी और हिंदी चैनल आर भारत के लिए भी, सारे मुसलमानों को रैली करना है पाकिस्तान के नेतृत्व में, और 2024 में गज़वा होगा, और खिलाफत मूवमेंट, जो 100 साल पहले खिलाफत मूवमेंट हुई थी, उसी की पुनरावृत्ति करने की बात थी, और जो हिंद का वजीर होगा उसे सीरिया ले जाया जाएगा। ये इससे आपत्तिजनक बात कुछ हो नहीं सकती है, जो कि पाकिस्तान के नेतृत्व में और जो भारत में जो आतंकी फल फूल रहे हैं, और जिस तरीके से इस पूर्वी चंपारण के ढाका से जिस तरीके से अली असगर को गिरफ्तार किया गया है, जो कि एक साइबर एक्सपर्ट के रूप में जाना जाता है और सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस के ऐप्स को भी बाईपास करता है, और एक साधारण मदरसे में वो पढ़ा रहा था बच्चियों को, और उसका कनेक्शन निकला है जमायत मुजाहिदीन बांग्लादेश से, जिसका नेता है अबू तन्हा, जो कि भोपाल में है, और यूपी के एटीएस ने शिनाख्त करते हुए ढाका पहुंची और भोपाल उसको ले जाया गया है ट्रांजिट रिमांड पर। उसके हवाले से कई ऐसे सिम कार्ड मिले हैं जो अबू तन्हा के लिए भी खरीदे गए थे, जो कि अभी वांटेड है भोपाल में। और सबसे बड़ी बात, मैं हिंदी के दर्शकों को ये बता दूं कि एक स्पाई जो एसआईटी मेंबर्स को, जो पाकिस्तान के एसआईटी मेंबर्स को हनी ट्रैप करने की कोशिश की, उसको पुलिस ने निरस्त कर दिया बाद में जब समझ में आ गई। और ये नंबर जो है बाद में पता चला कि ये आईएसआई का स्पाई का नंबर था। तो हर तरीके से कोशिशें की जा रही कि कैसे जो लोग गिरफ्तार हुए हैं।
प्रकाश, important development there. I think it has come from you only. Sources telling us that Patna police has recommended the case be handed over to Bihar ATS, as also Jalaluddin and Nuruddin be on police remand for the next 48 hours. Please tell us about this. Bihar police essentially upgrading the investigation, given the fact that there is cross-country crime and absolute criminal conspiracy to cause civil war in India is concerned, is planned. The Bihar ATS is going to be given investigation. How soon perhaps even NIA getting involved? Prakash.
Well, Abhishek, NIA is already involved in the case. NIA is keeping a close watch on the entire case and the developments in Bihar. And as far as other agencies are concerned, the IB as well as RAW is also involved. But as far as this particular investigation is concerned, it involves cross-border, different states. So the Bihar police as well as the Phulwari police has written a letter to the DGP of Bihar that the case be handed over to the Bihar ATS, because they are well equipped with staffs as well as people with senior people involving senior officials who can coordinate at the state level, because now this is going across different states. People are involved across different states. So it's up to the Bihar DGP whether he hands over the case to the ATS, which is well equipped with taking over such cases.
Right. Thank you so much, Prakash, for joining us from there. Big development there in the Phulwari Sharif story. Remember, accused were caught with WhatsApp groups conspiring, in fact, on WhatsApp groups conspiring to carry out a jihad beginning 2023, culminating with India turning into an Islamic nation by 2047. All these accused were in cahoots with elements in Pakistani deep state, as it comes out, as being reported by Prakash. The Pakistani-ISI was in fact in complete control of the conspiracy and its execution, with creating those WhatsApp groups, guiding with content and even suggesting action. The matter has come to fore in the backdrop of the Nupur Sharma controversy. If Prakash is still there with us, in pictures we are getting the madrasa where all this activity was going on. Prakash, if you can tell us just a bit more about the context of this madrasa, the pictures of which are on air as of now, and how is this connected with the larger conspiracy which has been busted by the police, and now, of course, the ATS is going to pick it up?
Well, this madrasa, the person called Ali Asgar, who is a part of the Jamaat Mujahideen Bangladesh, and it is an offshoot of the Al-Qaeda as well. That's what we get to know from the agencies. And Ali Asgar studied at Saharanpur in western UP, and then he lived in this Phulwari Sharif area for 5 years, 2010 to 2015. Again, a minority-dominated area. Saharanpur as well is a minority-dominated area. And then he went to Dhaka in East Champaran district, which is again a minority-dominated area, and he was living in a madrasa where he was teaching young girls. And he's known to be, with his demeanor, you cannot even assume that he's a cyber expert. But apparently, he's a cyber expert in India for the Jamaat Mujahideen Bangladesh, and he's one of the 12 nodal points in India for JMB, which is associated with Al-Qaeda as well. And he creates apps which bypasses national security forces network. That is in itself a big thing. So he's a big catch. He's been taken to Bhopal for further interrogation.
Right, Prakash, thank you so much. There, big development there in the Phulwari Sharif investigation of direct jihad to convert India an Islamic nation by 2047. We'll keep tabs of this story. And Prakash, of course,